Good day, everybody. Welcome to Counseling Unit Eastern Cape. We are doing a mental health awareness month talk. My name is Joshua Bongani Ndlela. I'm from Student Counseling in Port Elizabeth. We are three of us in the Eastern Cape who are student counselors. We have our Dr. Sichange from Tata, who is now our acting senior student counselor, who is based at Umtata. We have Miss Somteu Nolwazi, who is based at the Hub, East London. And I have myself, who is actually now based in Port Elizabeth. So today we will be looking at mental health, just to give an awareness, as this is the month where most institutions and those people who are in health profession are actually doing these kind of talks. Before we go to our topic of the day, it's important for us to touch base on the services that we are offering at Student Counseling Eastern Cape. As you can see at the presentation, we offer services for career, where we are wanting for students to understand themselves, explore on various careers that are available at UNISA and across the globe. We are also looking at studies where we want to assist students to adjust within UNISA. We do study techniques, motivation, and for them to deal with the issues of failure and prepare them for the exams. We also do the employment preparations, where we talk about CV writing, cover letter, job search skills, interview preparation. Other office can actually also outsource such services from our stakeholders. We, as counselors, we do personal counseling, where we noted that people are being affected on their performance due to issues of relationship, loss of loved one, trauma, stress, and depression, and other mental illnesses challenges. We also look at the personal development, where we talk about coping skills, communication, assertiveness, self-confidence, wellness, and many other topics under the personal development. Those are the other services that we are offering at UNISA. Quickly, guys, before we move to the topic, this is our contact list, where you can go to a general email, want to assert whatever inquiry that you want to ask from us. This is our website. You will notice that there is Umtata, where you will find the email address as well as the phone number of Dr. Sichange, myself in Port Elizabeth, as well as East London at the Hub, Miss Somseu. You could see all the email address are there. Please just put your inquiry there. You want to get personal counseling related, then please touch base with us. Please check out our page for counseling announcement information. We have our Eastern Cape regional website and the Facebook that is mostly meant by our regional communication officer, Miss Gasa, and check out for counseling notices on your My UNISA. To begin our topic on mental health, there is a quote there from the draft guidelines from Higher Health for mental health and substance abuse in relation to COVID-19. And it was the draft that was issued now in 2020. You could see the quote from page 8. It is read as follows: mental health falls on the continuum from a person being in an excellent state of mental health and to those experiencing extremely poor mental health. Such states are variable and can change over an extended period of time or may change rapidly depending on many factors including crisis situation. As a result of COVID-19, the consequent action taken to protect the population from the spread of the virus, most students are likely to experience some anxiety, feelings of depression at some point. And this is normal because of the crisis situation that we are confronted of. That is why today we would want to explore on mental health issues. We are not going to specifically look at the illnesses, but just to give an overview of what we think about mental health within the setup of the students, and for those people who are also working with students who are being confronted with mental health issues. We just want to look at about 3 objectives for today's talk. We want to define the term mental health as well as mental illnesses. We also want to encourage and motivate students to take care of themselves as well as others, and also to deal with the mental health stigma, which we are noticing that it is become there's an increase of stigma as a result of mental health, and would like to quickly deal with that. Mental health. Mental health refers to your emotional as well as your psychological well-being. It also helps you to demonstrate resilience and the ability to cope in the face of life adversities. Mental illnesses is a broad term which encompasses a wide variety of conditions which affect the way you feel as well as the way you think. It can also affect your ability to get through day-to-day life, and it can also affect your performance within your academic. It can also affect the performance within the workplace. So the students can be affected as well as staff members can be affected as a result of mental health. Hence, it is important for us to take care of ourselves as well as others. Now, if you look at the mental illnesses, as we said, this is a broad term that talks about variety of conditions. We are talking about conditions such as mood disorders, where we talk about depression, bipolar, and many other mood disorders that falls under the mood disorders column. We also look at the anxiety disorders, we look at the personality disorders, we look at the psychotic disorders such as schizophrenia, we also look at the eating disorders. We also get into trauma-related disorders as well as substance abuse disorders. And the draft of the higher health looks at the mental health as well as the substance abuse as a result of COVID-19. So substance abuse as well as the issue of mental health is quite urgent for those people who are working with students to deal with. Students, colleagues, we are asking a question during this mental health month to say, why are we as students as well as staff members are at risk of mental health? Briefly, we must understand that students and staff are at risk for mental health problems because of the exposure to numerous pressures that were exerted by the COVID-19 in just the same way as other people. In addition, though they have unique pressures and stressors related to their age, position, as well as status, stressors that are currently being experienced by many people of different ages. Now, there are stressors that are caused as a result of the uncertainty about the spread of the virus, about the consequences of physical isolation, Others, they fear of being infected, to die, and to lose family members, and to lose fellow students. And others, they are finding themselves being enforced to distance from their loved ones. Yes, the level one has actually relaxed some of things, but other people, they fear to go out to meet other people at the streets, at the malls, and other places, public places. The loneliness, it is actually being experienced. Most of the people are still in their homes, and the death of people have caused so many anticipated grief. Some did not even go and attend the funeral of their loved ones, and they are going through anticipatory grief. The issue of losing income, losing a job, have actually caused a numerous pressure to those who are actually head of the families, and the children are being affected, as well as workers who are actually losing their jobs as well as the income. There's no food, difficulty to visit, as well as getting misinformation about whereabouts about coronavirus during this time of the Mental Health Awareness Month. Those are the few that I wanted to touch, but we will actually explore to other illnesses within the mental illness, and then we check it how has actually the COVID-19 affected our mental illnesses. For now, just a broad overview. Now the question is, so what? What do we do to consider the mental health within institution? And we are now aware that students, institutions have the student counselors support, and I know that also the staff members at UNISA can contact other agencies such as ICAS to deal with their mental health issues. And we would like to encourage institutions to take actions to support student mental health ongoingly so that they build resilience for our students. And there are several things that we need maybe to include as part of creating this culture. And ongoing communication is needed. We need to create the positive messages even across the campuses to our students, flood them with emails about mental health. Facebook, talk about mental health. It is important that we take note of the term mental health and how it can actually assist our own health. Let's also maintain the social togetherness. Let's actually do it via virtual if that is possible. If you cannot, you can actually keep the social distance even in your respective campuses. There must be activities to promote mental health ongoingly, not for the month of October, but we should take into consideration that the mental health issue, it is not an only issue for the month, it is our life. Let's create the culture where the culture, it is a culture of mental health, where we are not fearing to talk about issues of mental health. We shy away from stigmatizing other students, staff members, or staff members stigmatizing the students about their own mental health. Let's acknowledge our realities. We are not angels. We live in this planet. We go to students. We actually amongst them. We are amongst our staff members. So let's acknowledge our current student realities as well as staff realities. Lastly, let's make sure that there is no student is left behind on issues of mental health. I hope those points are one can easily understand in terms of so what. I just hope that you will take care of yourself as we are actually closing. Please take note of the emergency numbers that we have at UNISA. You could see from the coronavirus 24-hour hotline and many other contacts from higher health, gender-based violence, SADC, and 24-hour helpline, as well as Lifeline. Feel free to go to these follow them, call them, as long that you will be actually dealing with your own mental health. Take care of yourselves. As we close, students, keep your calm, get organized. This is your life. This is not your friend's life or whoever's life. This is your life. You must just organize yourself and keep yourself abreast about the issues of mental health. Know that you must take care of your own self. And student counselors are there for you. Thank you so much, Siabulela. Thanks for listening and for viewing this PowerPoint presentation. On behalf of student counselors, we say thank you so much. We are looking forward to interact with Dr. Sichange, Ms. Somseu, and myself. We will be there for you. Thank you so much. Ngos.